Alright, tuning in. Just bear with me. Digitized tuning. Just doing something quote unquote phone again. See how it looks. Yeah. Sorry. Looks better. Digitized phone. Cool. See, I'm not special. Stop free will again. Yeah, as you see, just nobody special. Stop free will. Good or bad free will. Can't stop it. Nobody's special again. So like I said, y'all don't care. You rather play Call of Duty. Hold on a second. You rather play Call of Duty's digitized games instead of watching what I have to say since last year that everything's always been old school again. It's your free will. I'll dismiss you again. I'll dismiss you, analog. Damn, it's digitized phenometer, digitized phenometer. Want it to be as quiet as possible. Because sometimes on digitized stuff, mics, this sounds better than that other digitized machine I use, but man, I don't know. Just gotta be quiet. Want to be quiet. Alright. In this home life. Let's see. So yeah, try to speak clearly. I do. Usually I do. Sometimes digitized stuff doesn't sound good. Anyway, yeah. So digitized, looking good, looking good. On my quote-unquote phone, testing it while I'm streaming digitized, testing digitized. All right. Well, as you see. All right. What I was saying before is that my digitized stream last night was poor in terms of quality because, yeah, I know it was Twitch. It wasn't my digitized machine's fault. I know it's not making it easy to fight fire with fire. Well, what happened was, yeah, it's Twitch's digitized glitches or Turing machine glitches. Huh? No, it wasn't my Turing machine or whatever digitized machine, but. So I know it has some power to fight fire with fire, even though everything's always been old school. Like I was saying, it's evolving the same old digital or computer tech algorithm based since World War II, as them digital folks say. It's Alan Turing or whoever evolved it. It's what we use today. The 80-year-old algorithm, of course, simple math. Why not to be so specific? But 80 years old. This digitized machine I'm using is like from 2012, so it's over 10 years old. Still has some power. Even if Alan Turing or whoever was alive today, they'll say, oh yeah, you got enough power with that to fight fire. I know I do. So I know it wasn't Twitch. I know it wasn't that. I know it was Twitch. It was a culprit, digitized culprit. So I'm done with it. I'd rather use this now. But yeah. What else I'll say? Yeah, yeah, I don't know. So I guess, and I'll try to make this brief because I know everybody has a life. So like I'll say, uh, you know, you rather with your free will, like I said, I'll dismiss you because you're not nobody special to stop free will, good or bad free will can't stop it. So exactly, so I will dismiss you if you don't care what to say. You rather play whatever your Call of Duty stuff when you know it's the same old digital or computer tech algorithm since World War II. Evolved by Alan Turing, and everything's always been old school. It's evolved by him, etc., etc. So you rather do that instead of watch what I have to say or care what I have to say, then whatever, I'll dismiss you. So I understand, real people, even real people and fake and evil people don't care what I have to say. So, but yeah, I understand real people have lives, so I'll try to keep this brief. If you care what I have to say, if you care what I have to say, that's why I'm trying to speak a little. I'm sorry if I'm speaking a little fast. See, even a good weird or bad weird isn't always the case with mental health again. So I'm gonna sue y'all. Like I said, you're not getting away with this. That's for sure. Of course not. Of course you aren't getting away with this. trying to ruin my life after knowing everything's always been old school and taking advantage of me because I knew everything's always been old school. Too little, too late. I get it. You want to play the idiot game? I get it. All right. Let's see. Keep playing it. So, okay, like I said, this whole entire digitized stream. Of course, I downloaded it on my digitized archive, but of course, it all was basically frozen.
And
Digitized. Great. See? Every time I move around, it's just frozen. This is a little bit. Yeah. So, but this digitized stream's going on a whole lot better, as I see my quote-unquote phone with entertainment on it. So I'm testing while I'm digitized streaming. Digitized testing. So doing doing what real humans do, the real and smart and simple thing, even before all this digitized stuff. But of course, fake and evil people didn't care, like creating this corrupt system in the Stone Age or whatever. But now all this digitized stuff, after analog, what am I saying? But yeah, analog way, real humans didn't care to be simple. Some real humans don't care to be simple. But it doesn't mean they're fake and evil, the fake and evil people didn't care. They created a corrupt system. Now it's a digitized corrupt system. Some of these corrupt politicians.
okay,
I know it's mostly real humans on Earth. Obviously,
whether analog real life or to bring up controversial
it's
stuff.
just sad or scary and it's idiotic that people don't care what to say or they don't get me. They don't get what I'm saying about everything's always been old school or looking away from anything.
Before you forget,
All I'm gonna say. Yeah. It's a bit weird, even very high functioning. So I am getting ready to fight fire. Let's do this. Like I've been doing since 2022. Everything's always been old school. The great Charlie Rose, he does this good weird thing, and of course it's not always about this or that. It's not always about sex. It's not always about. I can go on and on. Let's say it's not always about. Again, sorry, the volumes might be. Hope it wasn't too loud. The whole time, but whatever. Charlie Wells, the real friend. You don't know how many times, whoever said, like, oh, it sounds like I'm saying girl. Like I said, I don't care about sex. I'm saying real, and I'm still a virgin. No, it's not me. Anything. No born again virgin. Yeah. Anyway. So Charlie Wells, he does this good weird thing, and it's not always the case with autism or XYZ. So again, even neurotypicals could do good weird or bad weird. Same as like what very high functioning autism people do, or Asperger's, or whatever. So Charlie Willis has to do this. He calls it like I don't know, good weird muscle relaxation or something. I don't know. He just does that. But anyway. And of course, it's not always about health or mental health. That's what he does to relax himself. I guess I'll do that too. I don't really do it often, but I usually do it when I'm around with him, or when I think of him. But I guess I'll start doing it often. It's the great Charlie Willis. Good weird, bad weird. I mean, not bad weird, but the human body's so fragile, bad weird. Like Frank from the ymca. But he died, and I didn't know. Thought he was alive this whole time. But let's see, a week and a half ago I found out he died late last year. But yeah, like I said, let's talk about this before, but this was a nightmare, of course. Wish I got to see him again in person, but sadly the last time I saw him in person was in 2017, so that was too long ago, and time flies. you know, this is a mostly bad life, and everything's always been old school. So what do you expect? Life's short, so like, man, 6 years already it'll be, or in August, yeah. So I saw him, like, last time I saw him was at karaoke. So you like to do that. You like to do a lot of things. You like to do entertainment, whatever kind of entertainment. You liked whatever, you know, just a whole lot. He told me he did acting before he died. You know, a couple of times. Yeah. He did a whole lot. Lived his life to the fullest with his free will. Of course, again, not special, it's not free will. So I'm just reiterating myself for those who are tuning in just now. Digitize. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Reiterate. For y'all. Alright, so, I mean, there's a lot I could say. Like I said, I try to keep this brief. It's probably, what, 10 minutes now? Let me see. I don't know. With a digitized quote-unquote phone, it says, oh wait, it doesn't show. It's digitized live. According to digitized time or clock, you're at over 10 minutes already. Okay, try to keep this brief. I guess for a digitized live stream, I guess an hour is short. I want to keep this even shorter, like even 30 minutes or under. Let's see if we can do it. So y'all got lives, like I said, but if you don't care what to say, I'll dismiss y'all. You know. You'd rather watch Call of Duty, which is the same old digitized or computerized tech algorithm base since World War II, as in digital folks say, the Alan Turing and whoever evolved to what we use today for your digitized games or simulators, like Call of Duty World War II, video game, Assassin's Creed, whatever, Battlefield, you know. So you'd rather do that or whatever, said why. Care what I have to say, then I'll dismiss y'all. Analog or digitized, or analog silicon, analog tech life 95 is what I call myself. Whatever it's the same. It's any kind of tech. So I've editing my digitized names lately. I don't know. Making whatever digitized forms, if you care to see. Or, I don't know. So that's my digitized username, for instance. Well, of course, I did all that before I do. Everything has always been old school, great. I was a selfish idiot, as you see. All these digitized videos, well, you see me with shorter hair. Yeah, that was me before. Everything's always been old school. Yeah. And like glasses, yeah. I don't really like wearing glasses anymore, but kind of, I don't know, it's my free will, right? Not special, it's not free will. I just think that I look, I don't know. Of course, the stereotypes again. Not just with autism, but with geeks. Of course, geeks aren't just digitized geeks. You could be analog geeks, analog silicon geeks, right? And then you think all autism people are geeks. I mean, but of course, you used to think that way. It used to bother me too before I do everything's always been old school. That I thought it was end all be all. And I thought, oh wow, I missed this or that digitized thing. Why haven't I seen this yet? Of course, now I don't care. And of course, until you care what I have to say about everything's always been old school, then I don't care what you have to say. No matter who you are, I don't know. I don't know. Felix or Jim, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, whoever, I don't know. Or just somebody analog, I don't know. For all this digitized stuff, if you're popular from analog stuff, I don't know. But whoever, you know, I care what you have to say till you care what I have to say. So you care what I have to say. Yeah. So I made a lot of digitized playlists talking about a lot of things. In the descriptions and the digitized playlists or whatever, on the digitized spotlights. But yeah, don't try to read it all in one sitting with your free will. It's a lot, but of course, I'd rather share this message. Everything's always been old school, or eabos. Again, rather share this analog. So rather you share this analog too. It's just been fighting fire, like I said. Yeah, simply. All right, so you see this digitized account name here, or digitized mail. Digitized silicon electric, so we call it email, huh? Electric, anyway. Of course, I did this before I knew everything's always been old school. But also, it's not always about sex, so just because you say soles of people's feet doesn't mean it has to be sexualized. Or you say cellulite of people's thighs, or whatever. So your fetish, or whatever, if anything, cellulite, whatever. Anybody can have cellulite? Females. Female humans are based on males, is my theory, so, again, since last year I've known that. Since knowing everything's always been old school, so nobody's special, or nobody's above the law, obviously. Let's see, so, just because you say boogers at people's noses, the boogeyman, 2988, or the boogeyman, Stephen King, whatever, doesn't mean it's all about sex. I'm just saying it's good weird, bad weird, like feet, wrinkled soles, just a good weird human body part, right? It doesn't have to be sexualized. So, of course, I made this because I was sexualizing, and I was being a selfish idiot before I knew everything's always been old school, but now I just see it as, well, I'm just pointing out a good weird human body part. And it's nothing to do with sex, of course. But sometimes, I guess, even if it's nothing to do with sex, it's still a bad weird to some people, which it isn't. But that's idiots' free will for you. Yeah? Not specialists, not free will. And, of course, the age of consent thing, 17 actually, turns out. Wherever you live on Earth, or in the USA, the minimum is 16 for the age of consent. So that means an adult, any age adult, no ageism, no racism, no sexism, free will. But I'm not ageism, obviously. I'm real, and I'm smart and simple doing that thing. I'm human. Yeah, I'm human. Not fake and evil, of course. So, any adult age can date or have sex with a 16 or 17-year-old, depending on what state you live in the United States or territory. In the United States. States are like territories when you think about it. So this country is a good weird and bad weird. I don't know why, again, this USA has so much racism compared to other countries. The racism, of course, can happen anywhere. Wherever it can happen. Not just in suburbs or whatever. I mean, urban areas, whatever. You know, can't choose where you're born. Very sad. But, of course, it's the souls people's feet 17. Yeah, 17. So, yeah, if you're 17 or 16, you can have sex with an adult, 18 or over. Turns out, because I always got confused actually with that age consent. I guess I'm not the only one. This Charlie Wells degree confirmed to me, yes, because he's a sex therapist. So yeah, I guess I used to learn that when I was younger in the youth group. Like I said, if you cared, there's a lot I have to say, but let's just get to chase here. There's a lot I could say. Also, there's a lot of analog notes I have here, thanks to people, real humans at Dollar General, giving some sticky notes to help me. I don't know about this analog calendar, because you know me. Now we're already in, you know what it is. Time flies, life's short, but man, already after midway point of the year, or after, man, I'm trying to simply say, but yeah, it's already over a half year already. Yeah. Simple math, but yeah. The analog stuff I prefer, so yeah. And it's already been over 6 months since Frank died. Yeah. Oh yeah. I knew I said I wanted to show you all this, so this is the last postcard that Frank ever sent me. He was in Frank from the YMCA, as I called him. It was a good weird. So this is an analog postcard, of course, not digitized. Of course, I did the same thing while I was in the DMV area, sending postcards analog to real friends of mine or family. They're the same. Yeah. It's just sad. Of course, this is where I used to live. Whatever. I don't care. I don't live there anymore, so it's public anyway. Guess you already know where I live, because I showed it already. So whatever. Of course, people have free will, not specialists, not free will. Again, word's not special. Hate the word special or superior. Yeah. Dang. Whatever. Let's see. try not to show vulgar stuff again. Apologize if I do. I'll try not to. I'll show you though. This is where I used to live. Again, let me turn it down. So let's see. So you already know. It's no surprise. This whole time, even before I knew eabos, you already knew where I lived. Right? You care to know me. But now, of course, you care to know eabos. That's good. At least I don't care about this digitized spotlight or this digitized subs.
Get the hell out of here.
Digitized lights. Just want to spread the message. Analog, of
crazy.
course. I prefer analog. 500 million views live. To spread everything's always been old school. That would be enough. Don't need so much, you know. That's enough. You know. Nothing's end all be all. But what's important, you know, everybody has to know everything's always been old school. So, anyway, of course, these houses were like semi-mansions. That's where I used to live in. So they were pretty big for manhunt. I guess that's what was going on then. Again, yeah. Something was going on. A good weird or bad weird. I don't know. So Frank used to visit me there, and so he knew my address. So, let me see. Let's see, another digitized spotlight that Frank used, besides whatever. This, he did like to work out, so it was good. It's not always about health, but I do like to be on roids. I'm trying to figure out how to do that, but nobody's really helping me out, because I don't care. So, you know, like I said, I don't have mental health issues, obviously. It's not always the case with mental health or XYZ again. So I do like to be fat or muscular on roids. It's roids day. It's time to make some more roid gains. Mark Obama looks like he's on steroids, but really isn't. Just has great genetics. He's even certified in natural bodybuilding. Of course, he doesn't really care about health. Sometimes free will doesn't make sense, obviously. So I get weird or bad weird, whatever. So he is fat a lot. He's very muscular. So he's fat from muscle weight. Yeah. So yeah, the digitized movie's coming out. Barbie, whatever. Hopefully, whoever his idiot name is, Mark Wahlberg's not it. Whipped an Asian guy's eye out. I whip his eye out. My Boondocks guy whip you with physical discipline. Anyway, but Ryan Gosling's in it. See, I'm not special, but I do like that name, Ken. So nobody's special is not free will. Ken's a cool name. I guess so. Ken Barbie. Ryan Gosling, I heard that movie. March something, he's in it, right? I think. March, Idols of March, is he in that? I get to see whatever with my free will. Get around to whatever. Anyway. So other digitized movies, I guess about digitized. Actually, I think The Witcher was originally an analog book or something, right? Like whatever else, I don't know. Like The Lord of the Rings, I don't know. Then he turned into digitized stuff. Anyway. What's that? I don't know. It's Tom Cruise, I think, something. I don't know. But anyway. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Alright. I knew it. Okay. There's a lot of digitized stuff to get around to. I'd rather get around to analog stuff. But I'm going to say Fire since last year. I watched last year again, I watched Lightyear, and I watched the Imitation Game with my free will, and so I've been demonstrating looking away from anything while I was watching them. Didn't think Lightyear was a bad movie. A lot of idiots think it was bad because anti-gay stuff, whatever. I mean, it wasn't vulgar, so you guys are idiots. Come on. Damn, I'll smack you. Anyway. Seriously. Like a lot of idiots that are fake and evil, I'll smack you. Anyway. Then, let's see. Yeah, Imitation Game was a good movie. Great movie. The Lightyear was a good movie, but not great. Like I said, Tim Allen, people are complaining he wasn't in it, but Chris, whatever, he was good. Very, whatever, Kiki. And, I was in a spelling bee when I was in 5th grade. She was in a movie with Lawrence. But ironically, I'm not a great speller anymore. I don't know. Anyway. Sometimes just not that great a speller. Anyway. Did get honor roll, but like I said, I was an IEP in school. But Frank from the YMCA, he did go to a prestigious school, Rutgers, sociology. Did a lot of his life, I guess, pretty well. There is some controversial stuff there. His necklace, I do. So he did a lot. Yeah, like I said, I like to impress people, but not with controversial stuff. Like I said, I'm not special to. Nobody's special to stop free will. I just care what I like. I do what I do for me. Like these. My patchy beard jeans for my fake ass mom's side. Does anybody be fake? Nobody's special. Female humans are based on males. It's my theory. Huge possibility. But JT, no, JB said. Justin Bieber. My sis used to be upset that JB is a dater. Jealousy. But of course, everybody has cheating thoughts if you care about health. Care about sex. Whatever. I don't. I don't care for sex. I'm still a virgin. No sodomy basics. Whatever. I did tell Frank when he was alive, at least I told him about Everything's Always Been Old School, or eabos. Thankfully. And we talked about, importantly I talked to him about eabos. But I did mention females, my theory, to him. He said he'll talk to you about it later. Or whatever. He talked about it a little bit. Of course, never got to talk about it again. It's a keyword thoughts, everybody has cheating thoughts. Yeah. So I'm going to say all of this, man. Reiterating. So I'm still a virgin, I guess, no sign. What was I do? So processing this purpose of life. It's difficult. Of course, you use words like process before all this digitized stuff. Damn, it's good with that with the human body. Yeah. So you see eye floaters, or feels like something's in the corner of your eye. I guess it's like dry eyes, but anything can be addicting or distracting. Even before all this digitized stuff exists. It's analog silicon to hurt your eyes. And a fake ass mom, she wore glasses when she was 6 or 7 before all this digitized stuff got popular in people's home lives. Before all the World War II stuff. Digitized machine in World War II to hack Nazi code. Remind me if I'll show you some pictures of my grandfather. And that's all I want to do. Try to be brief. And I think something slipped off my mind again. So just sadly, so it's just a nightmare. He's gone now, but trying to think. So that's good. It's good what he did. It's great. It's real human. It's digitized finding. Of course, analog crypto isn't as easy. It's these digitized robots. Analog analog hacking or crypto analog. In World War II, Bletchley Park failed. So hack, not to code. Anyway. Lewis Frank's digitized spotlight. That's one of the sisters who doesn't really look like him. The white again. His youngest sister definitely looks like him. Yeah. So you said female. Humans are based on males, of course. It's good weird. The females, males are turned on by most males are turned on by females. Assuming you are female down there, if you know what I'm saying. Again, with all this evolving stuff, same old, same old. Evolving same old computer or digital tech algorithm base since World War II. Got all these surgeries now, man. Everything's always been old school, so you never know. But again, I'm a male for real down there, you know what I'm saying. I poop penis, as you racist people say. But you white racist people, or whoever, you white racist people look like white bird poop. Frank would say I look like vanilla. Of course, I need caramel. You look like vanilla. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah. Of course, my poop penis looks like dark chocolate. It's good, weird, and bad with a human body. I don't know why it's so dark. Like apart. Poop penis, yeah, that's what I do that. A dark poop penis. Dark, poop comes in all different shades, color. Some poop's light brown, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. We're all human, but it's just still, anyway. Okay, put the front down. Just live his life to the fullest with his free will. He did tell me he used to do all this stuff. Motorcycles, and I remember this digitized car with a CD player. Digitized, yeah, CDs are digital. Frank didn't know when I told him about everything's always been old school that CDs are digital. I'm sure he also didn't know that robots are digitized or computerized. Digital or computer obviously are the same. Yeah, of course, when I was younger, I didn't know. Maybe when I was a preteen, maybe I didn't know digital. When I was a preteen, I didn't know digital or computers were the same, but I didn't know. I think it's obvious that all electronics, whether it's analog or digital, have silicon. So I want to be an analog silicon engineer. So I knew that when I was younger, as a preteen, or older. Oh. Let's see. Trying to play anything because it's digitized, corrupt system and copyright and digitized copyright thing. Let's see. Yeah, we digitize robots. I see a car passing by. I did try to find Randy. This is when we were at Randy's home life, his parents' home life, excuse me. Home life rules. Yeah. Anyway, free will. So, try to get in touch with Randy again because I want to tell him about Frank. And I kind of knew where he was, and somewhere in Howell, New Jersey, but just couldn't remember exact analog address. So we got lost, but so I try to refer to this digitized video. Of course, I prefer analog video reference accuracy. Anything can be inaccurate. Couldn't really tell where this was. Oh well. Of course, I had the same problem with my eyes. Like I say, analog silicon can be distracting or addicting. My eyes are bothering me. Dry eyes. I was doing the same thing in this digitized video. My eyes, man. Dry eyes, whatever. Good weird, bad weird. Yeah. And I was a lot more heavy. So I care about mental health again, and I don't now. And I don't have mental health issues again, obviously. Not always the case with XYZ. And so at least the meds had side effects, really. So I gained weight. I had the Captain Jack little facial hair there, tiny facial hair. As real friends pointed out. Real friends. Yeah. Don't mean to wear or whatever, but idiots take things too seriously. Not just controversial stuff, even before digitized existed. See, good weird and bad weird can be evolved. Evolving can be a good weird, bad weird. Again, that's just human nature. And human nature, look away from anything. It's cool. Whatever. Everything's always been old school. Alan Turing. Now, yeah. So you take things too seriously, like sports. I used to care about swag or whatever. Of course, not always about sex, but you can make jokes about whatever. Right? You should only have one day for whatever, like one day in a month for people of color awareness. One day a month. Yeah, just one day, not a whole month for whatever. Autism or gays, of course. I hate to bring it up, but I've been saying this since last year. So that everything's always been old school and all this. So of course I have to bring it up now, but I don't want to. So nobody's superior or special. It's not always about you or me. I'm not special to stop free will. I'm not special. Nobody's special to stop free will. I'm not special to stop good or bad free will. Just reiterate. For those who are 2D and digitized. Or I'll just reiterate whenever. Analog or not free will. You always remember that everything's always been old school simply. It's simple to remember. I just like to reiterate. Now, that was Frank for the YMCA's folder protocol for the YMCA. I used to sign with him every day we met. Then after he left the YMCA, and then we became real friends. I still kept in touch with him. Sometimes I didn't, but still kept in touch with him. Unlike some other real friends, lost touch with them sadly, but a lot. But, high school, wherever. Even moving as a kid, I moved a lot as a kid. Just lost touch with a lot. People come and go. Like, I don't know. Used to go to diners a lot with my fake-ass mom. Fake-ass mom, I wish I did. But real friendly people at diners. Maybe I could have been real friends with them. Real friends with them if they wanted to, with their free will. But just lost touch. People come and go. Real friendly people come and go. It's life. They say Jersey has the best diners. Like, I don't know. I already knew this already, but somebody real friendly in the DMV area, DC, whatever, she said, you are. She said diners are really good in Jersey. It's like the best. I guess they're right. I guess you're right. I remember before I knew everything's always been old school. I used to see kids from high school, wherever. I guess at restaurants or I don't know, in the parking lot. Of course, I didn't know everything's always been old school, and a lot of things used to bother me a lot. So I was just like, whatever, embarrassed or shy, whatever. No confidence. But I'm not cocky, but I'm real and simple and smart. I'm confident when I say about everything's always been old school. I know what the hell I'm saying. And if you idiots say that hell's a bad word or crap, that's your free will, but you're idiots because ain't bad words. They're not bad words. Like I said, I'm real family friendly. Not gonna be vulgar. Speaking of which, oh yeah, that sounds good, dude. For those who haven't seen, let's see. Where is it? It's just not. Oh, you see, digitized viewers. You get. Okay, so there's certain, yeah, certain words I don't really say anymore. Since knowing everything's always been old school, since 2022, since I discovered that life facts, simply most powerful life facts, can't top it. Can't top it. That everything's always been old school. I wish humans are based on males. That's my theory. I wish they wrote this in stone. Yeah. Yeah, certain words I don't say anymore. Like knowledge base. I don't know, whatever else. But I still say idiots or shut up, when I have to. When it's sensible, when it's deserved, to fake and evil idiots. Human garbage. Anyway, I made these late last year to fight fire. Of course, didn't mean to show vulgar stuff, but I did. I did the serious mistake, and I apologize. But yeah, show vulgar stuff digitized. Didn't mean to, but of course, this is what happens when you don't know. Everything's always been old school. And I left all that digitized vulgar stuff. No, it's not analog porn. Analog silicon porn. No, it's digitized porn. Oh, great. See what I need. Did all this for whatever. Had the memories of not knowing eabos. So whatever's on there. Sorry. I won't say it. So even though if you see some digitized text that's vulgar, I won't say it. Of course, but I apologize. I won't say it out loud. Anyway, I'm trying to find it. So that's a nice big whatever of a female, huh? Human are based on males, yeah. They're modified male hips. Basically, simply, females are males modified. Yeah. So it's yuck, but it's a good weird. So it turns on most males like it. They're the weirdest in a good way. The weirdest human gender. Or the weirdest, or the most fragile, good, weird, bad human body is males, of course. Everybody has a fragile human body. We got these really fragile private parts. I guess that's why males don't live as long as female. Seahorses get pregnant. Male seahorses, right? Okay, so this is what I did, as you see. I have to censor all that. Some things, because, well, it's just a female human body pecs, modified pecs of a male or a female. And that's just a female just lying down. If you just see a butt of a female, that's okay. Naked. I mean, like I said. It's not a private part. I don't know how. It's just free will. Some people get away with being almost nude in like street performers in in Times Square, New York. I've seen it. The digitized stuff. Whatever. He's basically wearing just underwear and like cowboy hat and boots and nothing else. But he didn't get in trouble. But if somebody wears underwear in public, they get in trouble. So I don't do it. Free will doesn't make sense sometimes. And it's not fair. We'll see that life. And petty stuff, whatever. I'm not a pedo, man. Of course, I'm not like fake and evil, human garbage. They don't deserve fake and evil. Of course, don't deserve luxury, limos, or food life. Deserve jail time, prison for life. And this was a pain in the ass, like I said, edit all this. Do all that. Digitize editing. See, analog hacking, editing, or crypto hacking in World War II. Bletchley Park, yeah. Wasn't as easy, it failed, to hack the Nazi code. But I see how animation, whether it's analog or digitized, is so, well, it's a lot of work. But it's not masculine, though. I say masculine to like construction, which is something I want to do. See, some masculine things aren't as difficult. Like growing a bird can, but it still can be dangerous. Grower, that's what I'm working on. Safe to say I got a job at a grocery store lifting heavy stuff. Wore my suit that my cousin Noah gave me, and real humans helped me out. My tie, suit and tie. Still can't, for the life of me, still can't figure out how to tie a tie. I kind of do, not really. And then practice makes perfect, like whatever. Um, and so that's my motto. Everything's always been old school. Simply my slogan. Anyway, before I die, that's my quote. All I'm saying. Slogan. Yeah, my drives. But yeah. Man, I'm tired. Slipped off the mind. Slipped off the mind. I'm gonna say something else too. Okay, was yeah. Something about what did you say? Females. Oh yeah. That's what I was saying. Masculine stuff. Yeah. Crypto hacking. The virtual part wasn't as easy. So yeah, I can't whistle too. I can make a tie, suit and tie. But no, I can't make a tie. Anyway, look. So my slogan or motto, whatever. Real humans don't care what I have to say, and even fake and evil humans don't care what I have to say. I know there's some people that care. You're real. But if you don't care about my quote, a motto, analog quote about everything's always been old school, I'll dismiss you. I'll ignore you. Whatever. I won't care to reach or whatever. I won't care. I won't care for your whatever again. I gotta say, I won't care for your analog content or whatever it is, your digitized content, fighting fire, until you care. Of course. I think I might cut it short. So, with that being said, just all we're in a difficult way, like I said. It sounds scarier, idiotically. You don't get what I'm saying or care what I have to say. I know I'm not special. It's not free will. Nobody is. So I just say, don't have to be so specific or obvious, but I'll just dismiss you, ignore you, you say analog or whatever. You say that's how I have to be. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'll die like Frank and not care for you or whatever. They're the same. Yeah. So according to this digitized robot, it is accurate. I only got one digitized viewer again. Looks like. But, so, like I said, I would prefer 500 million analog views for, sure about everything's always been old school. Just enough, whatever amount that is enough. Talk about everything's always been old school. Spread the word, simply. Just sad. Scary and idiotic. Again, I'm just sitting here basically all by myself. Digitized. Nobody's tuning in, digitized. Talking about something really important that you can't top it ever. We all idiots where we watch Call of Duty or whatever, just doing the same old thing. On the same old digital or computer tech algorithm based since World War II, as some digital folks say. Alan Turing sort of evolved it to what you use today, like I've been saying since last year. Everything's always been old school simple. But I guess maybe my daddy O'Chump will want to tune in if he wants to. But it's okay. He already knows about everything's always been old school. But again, I'm doing this for you, for y'all who don't know. I'm fighting fire. Of course, even analog tech silicon, anything, you can take out of context on this quote-unquote phone. All this entertainment, which doesn't make sense. Is it good weird, bad weird? Like I said, I'd rather call it a pocket digitized machine. And again, analog tech silicon can be compact, great quality, pocketable, and digitized stuff. Tired of it. Same old crap. Same old idiots, like I said. Because everything's always been old school. Frank never got a chance to see everybody knowing. Simply, everything's always been old school. Since late last year, or no, since all throughout 2022, I talked about spread the word about everything's always been old school. Okay? And Frank died, and we never got a chance to see it. Don't know if you can take memories with you when you die. So-called afterlife. Don't want to bring up controversial stuff, but it's scary. Yeah. So, just life's mostly bad, And everything's always been old school. I had real friends like Frank, at least. Good weird, funny moments. A good weird, not just bad weird. That's mostly bad life. Yeah. Failed to know everything's always been old school when I was younger. Preteen, selfish idiot. Failed to know the eabos shit, or everything's always been old school shit. Too little, too late. To see the Imitation Game, still would have overlooked it, but I still would have found out about everything's always been old school through that movie, or through Maryville, but I still overlooked it. But eventually I'll find out, even if I was neurotypical, of course, I understand looking away from anything, or everything's always been old school, so I'm just mad and tired about this people not caring or knowing about everything's always been old school since last year. That's all about it. Frank's dead. Holly's alive this whole time. But it's too little too late. Never got a chance to see everybody knowing. At least you have to tell Frank though. You said that. No, eabos, but still, I'm not happy about this. At all. See, my daddy would Trump answers his quote-unquote phone. We joke around, we joke around and call each other chumps. King of chumps. Daddy O Trump. Just what his real friend that he kind of lost in touch with. And like I said, people come and go. I guess, like I said, digitized stuff, analog hacking, crypto hacking, and Bletchley Park was as easy. Failed to hack the Nazi code. But nothing's end all be all. But yeah, so digitized stuff makes certain things easier, like editing stuff, like you hacking, modding, and still a pain in the ass though. But didn't answer on the quote-unquote phone. But yeah, so his real friend, of course, he's probably his real friend is probably on digitized Spotlight or digitized Yearbook. I guess my daddy O Trump, like I said, nothing's end all be all. So he uses whatever analog or digitized stuff he wants to. I wish I do. I wish I just used analog stuff my whole life. Never used digitized stuff. I knew everything's always been old school. Like in school, if they teach you that in school instead of all this other crap in the school system. Like advanced math, why? It's free will for you. Not special stuff, free will. Now, so my daddy O Chump uses whatever he wants to, like whoever else, because nothing's end all be all. You know, if I was a kid, a minor, 4 or 5, whatever, you know, I wish he raised me with no digitized stuff, like I would do with my adopted kids. Like I said, I care to be a virgin. I don't care for sex. There's nothing's end all be all, and everything's always from old school. Raised them with physical discipline, even a female, because we all want to be treated equally, right? In a good way. Great. Exactly. So you all want to be treated equally. You get treated the same as males. Physically disciplined. Now, that's what I'll do. Be a cool, real parent. So nobody's special, right? Not special without free will. So my daddy O Trump, you know, if he raised me with analog stuff, and I was 4 or 5, I didn't know better. And I touched digitized stuff. That doesn't count, of course. But whatever. Maybe I'm at somebody else's home life and I touched their stuff, digitized. But, you don't know better. Even younger than that, I don't know. But whatever. But a 7-year-old is old enough. That's the age you start to understand. Everything's always been old school in your life, whatever, right? You are in kindergarten, first grade, sorry. So my daddy O Chump, he does not use the digitized yearbook or certain kinds of digitized spotlights. But he does use digitized TV network, like YouTube. You have your own digitized channel or YouTube channel. It reminds you of the same old, or revolving door. Same old computer or digital tech algorithm, digitized algorithm base since World War II. Foundation. Well, everything's always been old school. Downturn. Somebody's calling me on my quote-unquote phone. I think it's my daddy of Trump. No, it's the great Charlie Willis. Hello? Digitized robot. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Not great. If whoever wants to tune into my digitized live stream, if everything's always been old school, then because I'm barely getting any digitized views. Again, yeah. Huh? Hold on. Damn. I don't know. Is this better? Okay, I said that not great right now. Not great right now. I'm barely getting any digitized views again on my digitized live streams, as you see me do with you. Just as sad or scary or idiotic that people don't care about to say or they don't get me about what I was saying. But everything's always been old school since last year. Frank's dead. He never got a chance to see everybody knowing this, but at least I got to tell him, like I was saying. But if you want to tune into whatever, I mean, you already know about what I was saying, but maybe you share it to whoever who doesn't know. Whoever it's on, I'm digitized live on YouTube right now.
Oh, you joined YouTube live?
Yep.
How do I tune into that?
Just find me. Yep.
Oh, okay. I know that.
Or just.
I'm not really good at that. Let me do that.
Well, you don't have to, but whatever. But just share it with whoever doesn't know about this. About everything's always been old school. If they don't know it, just share it with them. Whatever. You don't have to see it.
Okay, great. Okay.
All right. Thanks. So I call Daddy a chump one more time. It's quote-unquote phone. Because, even analog radiation can glitch. I call it like 2 times just in case there's a signal problem. Even with analog, compact, great quality earphones, wireless earphones, analog. It's possible. I want to be an analog engineer again, but I'm not analog silicon engineer. I'm not that smart to just not go to school and have that gift. Cool. Without going to school. Again, gift for man-made stuff. Yeah. Digitized media for you. That's Jay-Z. Of course, there's always stereotypes with them. People of color, not just with musicians. But anybody can be fake, evil. Cedric, yeah, it's Uncle Cedric. Uncle Cedric. He's not really my uncle, but it's a real friend of mine. He's like an uncle. always samples that idiot song. You know what I'm talking about. I don't like him, but it is a catchy song still. Oh well. To me, at least, a lot of real people. Time flies, even before digitized stuff. But this digitized album is already, what, 20 years old? Yeah. Wow. Let's see it. I don't know why. This was Frank. So this is the digitized mural, again, that I made before I nearly died. And I put it up on my to fight firefighter. It's on the digitized cover art on YouTube or wherever. Digitized spotlight. I listened to this, the whole album, before I nearly died. And one song I really liked, but now it makes me cry because it's beautiful. His sister, was sad. I'm just crying, understandably. And I was crying listening to that song too. No, she was crying in front of me and Abdul in those songs. But, just a nightmare. I just a fragile, bad, weird human body for you again. It's not just a good weird. Mostly bad life. And everything's always been old school, so I'm shocked. Don't expect much. Like he said his chemo was successful and I don't get it. It's what it is. It's just difficult to process the purpose of life. It's difficult to process the purpose of life. It really is. This is like an analog simulator. I don't know. Don't know what's out there. Controversial stuff aside, I don't want to bring it up. But, scary. Oh, it's a good weird, bad weird. It's creepy that somebody's just watching over us on this earth. Sometimes, I guess it's digitized mural. I do prefer analog murals, of course, but I prefer analog tech silicon. It just made me chuckle a little bit. I guess it's so sad now. Frank from the YMCA. That was on his tombstone. That's great. The Frank from the YMCA versus Jake from State Farm. I don't have State Farm or any insurance, really. I don't know. Corrupt system. Of course, not always about health or whatever. But I'm afraid of fast death. And I don't care for health again. Lower mental health, whatever. Not always the case with mental health. Just like suicide, it's not always the case. Like Jim Florentine was right. I didn't listen. I was a selfish idiot. I thought I was special. I thought I was special enough to stop good or bad free will. Before I knew everything's always been old school. Yeah. My dry eyes. Anything can be addicting or distracting. even analog silicon. Not even. Feels like something's in the corner of my eye. Good and bad way to human body. But yeah, so like, it's not always the case or whatever. So, where was I going? I'm tired. I'm sorry. I was supposed to make this briefer. Digitized live. Like, this is kind of brief. It's probably over an hour now. Maybe almost two. According to the digitized computer. Yeah. I'm tired. According to, excuse me. I meant to say according to digitized clock or computerized clock. Then digitized or computers are the same. Anyway, yeah. Saying something about not always the case or whatever. My memory in time. Memory's not that great to begin with. It's okay, but it's decent. I used to be selfish with it. So. Yeah, insurance. So digitized insurance or analog insurance. It's not always a case of health. So I smoked tobacco since last year, since knowing everything's always been old school. And yeah, now I know what I was going to say. Of course. Yeah. Not everybody is addicted to tobacco so much. As a real human-friendly cop told me, he wasn't wearing a suit and tie, a cap, but what he told me that. So like that's what he's saying. That he helped me get to the DMV. He helped me get around. Petty stuff, courtesy rides. Some real human-friendly cops told me it's not a good thing to do, but I thought real humans meant well by telling me that. Courtesy rides. So that's how I got to the DMV area, DC, to spread my word, about everything's always been old school. It's even real human-friendly cops in DC, they were, they helped me, a lot of them. I met near the White House or wherever. I don't mean to bring up controversial stuff, but hey, not bring up my views at least. And then this is how society is. I mean, almost everything's about politics or the corrupt system, the root of all evil when you think about it. It's just and it makes the world go around. So like, mayors and all this stuff, it's just all around. So in public, like I demonstrate looking away from anything. Again, like last year I demonstrated fighting fire, looking away from Lightyear. Last year I watched it, and it wasn't a bad movie. Again, it was good, not great. And just people are idiots. But anyway, nothing was vulgar in that movie, but just free will for you. Not special, stop free will. But then the Imitation Game, Alan Turing movie was good. But anyway, again, free will to not watch those movies. But I do want everybody to know. It's important. Everybody has to know everything. It's always been old school. I would say, but yeah. Since I knew this last year, this damn digitized stuff, man. These digitized glitches. So trying to help myself. Trying to make it easier for me to fight fire. So digitizing, downgrading this stuff. What is it? Chrome. Trying to figure out how to do it. Because nothing's end all be all. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. What else? Of course, them digital folks, them digital folks, excuse me, say that I'm sure if Alan Turing were alive today again, or whoever will say like, yeah, my digitized machine here or Mac, whatever digitized machine you use is still powerful, but it's using the same old evolving digital or computer tech, digitized algorithm based since World War II. As then digital folks say from the employees from Google, whoever Benedict Cumberbatch even said it, and like whoever else, a lot of girl, even it's Alan Turing's nephew, yeah. But even real humans from Geek Squad told me too. When I knew everything's always been old school, he told me. He knew exactly what I was saying. He was real human friendly. It's a lot of real humans. Again, it's billions of real humans, more than fake and evil, of course, but it's overwhelming. Good weird and bad weird. But it's a good weird only. There's a lot of real humans. Okay, it's also bad weird. It's just overpopulated. But yeah. Again, I'm not special, and it's not always about me. I thought I was special to stop free will. Good or bad free will. I thought I was special to stop it. So, but again, I just care to have analog views. 500 million or whatever is enough, however enough to spread the word. That everything's always been old school. Like I said, I can say a whole lot. Now these analog notes here, but I don't think I have time for that. There's so much I could say. They say you have so many thoughts, good weird or bad weird or whatever thoughts, and okay, I just read a lot. I prefer analog stuff, of course. Yeah. So like, okay, so I was in the DMV late last year. Again, I'm gonna try not to show anything. Folder, because in this one, let me see. Easier to show you. Okay. Because in this one, original digitized file and digitized archive, here show some vulgar stuff by mistake, and I didn't mean to again. Yeah. That was really bad. Okay, show some digitized vulgar stuff, but not analog porn. Not analog silicon porn, no. Digitized vulgar stuff. I am real human friendly. Family friendly, yeah. Real friendly, family friendly. Of course, I'm not fake and evil, I'm not pedo. And if you watch, like, Avatar, and it's not always about sex, but, like, there's this cartoon character I used to watch when I was a preteen, whatever. Even as an older adult, you can have nostalgia at any age. Not ageist, or racist, sexist, anti-gay, whatever. Like, of course. Or like, I used to watch nostalgia of anything, right? Any age. I had nostalgia of analog stuff, memories, or whatever. But I watched no parental controls, analog or digitized. But of course, digitized hacking is easier than analog. Crypto hacking, okay. Yeah, I used to watch Boondocks, whatever anime style shows. They're not really animes, like Avatar. They're made in the USA. Of course, my bro told me that. But my bro cares what I have to say about everything. It's always been old school. And if he doesn't care about what I say, then I won't agree with him. I told him that flat out. Like I tell whoever else, I'll dismiss you or whatever. But ignore you. Yeah. Analog or digital. So Avatar has this cartoon character. She wears green. She's blind. One scene, she was barefoot, crossing her legs. And I'm pretty sure she is, yeah, right. She's a female human, assumingly down there. Okay, well, yeah, it's cartoon, whatever. But anyway, anime, whatever. She is probably a preteen. Yeah, she's probably under the age of consent. So, but it's not always about sex again. I was just pointing out a good weird human body part, feet, wrinkle soles, right? And it's not always about sex. You don't have to sexualize whatever. Just because you say wrinkle soles or soles of people's feet, whatever, or boogers of people's noses, the boogeyman, 2988. Whatever. It doesn't mean it's about sex. It's sexualized. Of course, why have to be so specific or obvious? It's sad, it's scary, idiotic. Some people don't care. Wow, real humans or fake and evil don't care what to say again. So I'll just dismiss you. So Just shake my head. Yeah. Shake my head. It's just sad. Scary idiotic, yeah, but so I say souls people's feet just to say it's a good body part, not like, sexualized or fetish, like cellulite. I'm just saying it's a good weird thing. And males have it too, have cellulite, yeah. Of course. Females, emphasis on the males. Humans are based on males. My huge theory again. And possibility. I know it. So most females shave their legs and like go from a good weird to a bad weird. If you're fake and evil, I just don't take you seriously. I don't care what human you are. I don't care. Like, yeah, I just don't take you seriously. I signed a petition to kick somebody out of a home life, home life. So that's what happened. I think we all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just any human, I don't care what you think of me. Fake and evil humans, of course, I don't care what you think of me. Real humans, of course, I don't even think what you care. Of course, you're not doing it negative, like judging or like prejudge. Prejudice, no. But we used to care about what females or whoever thought we like being a virgin before I did. Everything's always been old school, whatever. Just got caught up in whatever, not just digitized stuff. I got caught up in whatever in school. I used my quote-unquote phone, played video games on it, which doesn't make sense. Video chat's okay, it makes sense. Why video games? Whatever. But it's a good weird out here. But I play all that stuff in school, high school, whenever, middle school, elementary, and like, all this digitized stuff, and like got confiscated. Yeah. So, by whoever, teachers or parents, or of course by my fake ass mom. Yeah. I wish I still lived there at 814 Dancer Lane, but if only she wasn't there. It was just my daddy Ocho. I guess I'll have to find a way to live with her. It'll be really tough. So I miss that house, not the materialistic thing, but it's a big house, but I miss the memories. Good memories, great memories, childhood. But any age, yeah. Nostalgia. Yeah, I wish that, I knew eabos, I'll have better memories, I guess. Yeah. Everything's always been old school. Try to wrap this up. I'll show you. Digitized glitches, or analog glitches, man. That's going on. Analog silicon. Good weird, bad weird. For digitized. I think. So I have to delete this one. Digitized deleting. Analog deleting. Let's see. This one is. Digitized deleting off the digitized archive. And digitized duplicates. Right. World War II. Okay, I'll turn it down. Okay. Sorry if it's loud. Put your analog wireless earpods. Radiation. I'm sorry. The sun is the radiation too, analog. See, it's scary. If the sun dies, that means life ends. So, in so-called afterlife, no controversial stuff, or like, just something to think about. Real humans die before the sun dies. Life goes on forever. After you die, like the sun's still around. You know what I mean? And near-death experiences. Before controversial stuff, Dr. Oz was talking about near-death experiences on the show. self-defense, whatever. I don't know, I do that a lot. Not always about health or mental health, because I don't have it. Don't have mental health issues. Again, reiterating for those who are digitized tuning in now, you missed it. See, I'm not special. Stop free will. I'm not special. Nobody is special. I hate those words. Superior, special. To stop free will. To stop good or bad free will is impossible because nobody's special to stop free will. But yeah. But you know the consequences if you don't care about health, right? So it's free will. But I don't care about health and I don't have mental health issues again, obviously. So I'm suing the people that took advantage of me. So yeah, they're not getting away with this for sure. ACLU can help me, but I'm trying to figure out another way. I got a job, safe to say, to raise money. But it's just sad. Too little, too late. I wish I knew eabos. Wouldn't have to do all this fire, or whatever in the first place. But I only knew it when I was younger, 7, old enough. So a 17-year-old neurotypical or anybody can understand if you're very high or high functioning enough. 7-year-old can understand all of it. It's not everything's always been old school, of course. Like I would at 17 or 7. Yeah, anyway. Dry eyes. Analog silicon to hurt my eyes too. Not just digitized silicon. Yes, okay. So as you see, spread the word DC last year. And I made these digitized streams fighting fire last year, as you see. Late last year. But I just had to edit it, digitize editing, because, well, I'll show you in a second. For those who haven't seen it. Oh boy, yeah. Gosh. It's just whatever. Share. Just looking away to analog stuff. Of course. I guess I know. Like I said, it's really simple. Even neurotypicals, anybody can understand what I have to say. If you're high functioning enough. I do wish autism or Down syndrome was not boring in vegetables. Sorry if I offend. But if you're zero functioning, that's sad. But not talking is okay. It's a bit weird, anyway. And I wish trans, I hate to bring this up now because nobody's special. It's not always about you and me. Nobody's superior. Nobody's special to stop good or bad free will. And sex isn't everything, but since everything's always been old school, like I've been saying a lot, reiterating. So gays, I wish gays also had only one day, not a whole month. But also I wish gays weren't born trans, because you know it's bad. Alright, we're already, oh man, I forgot, we're not even into Virginia anymore, whatever. Man, I just realized that, yeah, sorry. I'm good with your human. Real and smart and simple. Yeah, I'm studying. We're already, according to the, tired. According to the analog calendar, we're already in whatever. Yeah. Over a half a year already. Half a year, man, already. You already know. Mostly that life, life's short. Because everything's always been old school, what do you expect? Yeah. Everything's always been old school life. That'll be my motto, when I die. And if you don't care what I have to say, like I said, I'll dismiss you. Ignore you. Whether it's analog or digital. So I made these last year. Late last year, like you said. Summertime, man. Summer goes by fast too, life's short, man. So what do you expect? Everything's always been old school. But technically, summer doesn't end until like late September. Summer ends in late September, yeah. But free will, like I said, I'm not special, it's not free will. Not special to stop good or bad free will, because everything's always been old school. Nobody's special to do that. So, but some people, real humans or whoever, like to not fake and evil. They like to close down pools early in September or before Labor Day, after Labor Day. I don't know why, because, well, like I said, it's not until like September 20th that summer ends. Oh, like Green Day. Do you like that song? But it's digitized. Do you like to remake anything into analog? Any kind of entertainment or whatever it is? Anything. Not just entertainment. Whatever. So, somewhere in here, this digitized video from World War II, not just that, Frank sadly died. You all didn't know. I'm trying to find it again. Digitized silicon. Of course, analog silicon silicon, analog tech silicon engineering can be as great quality, as pocketable, as compact, whatever, as digitized radiation, so analog radiation. Analog crypto hacking failed to hack the Nazi code. Bletchley Park. The digitized machine by Alan Turing, whoever succeeded. Of course, some idiots think that the digitized machine that wasn't digitized. I'm like, come on. Anyway, how else did he do it then? Because they say that they did analog hacking, crypto analog, then it would take forever, not a human lifetime, non-time to win the war. And World War II was a serious thing, like 9/11. They're both similar. But of course, Holocaust is a lot worse. Anybody can be fake. Like, let's say, rape, if Bill Cosby or, I don't know, hate to bring up these idiot names, but Dr. Dre or, I don't know, Fight Dog, or like, I don't know, Louis C., whatever his name, did all these idiotic things, abusing females, because female humans are based on males, but any human is a female, abuses or rapes a male, any age. Whatever, a 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-old rapes, 14-year-old rapes an 8-year-old, whatever, it happens. Of course. Probably don't hear about it, but what do you expect? Everything's always been old school, of course it happens. But anybody can be fake and evil, and home life abusive, dead giveaway, and man, ain't nobody got time for that. I know. It's all about not knowing it. Talk about not knowing everything's always been old school, alright, I remember all that. Before last year. Home life. World Star, digitized spotlight. Yeah. So anybody could be fake or evil, again, even my fake ass mom. Because nobody's special, nobody's above the law, right? Female humans are based on males, at least my theory. Even though we didn't have analog silicon, of course. Like real friendly humans told me. You're right. Cab drivers who even a cab driver I smoked weed with last year, that was fun. Be weird fun. He's real human friendly. Yeah. Smoked weed with Jatis, really a lot of real friends. Real friends. Dave, yeah, you go on and on. It's a lot of real humans on Earth. It's overwhelming. Anyway. A little bit, but also take a lot of time. I don't know how they counted stuff before I was digitized math. Using evolving sumo computer or digitized tech algorithm based since World War II, as digital folks say. Everything's always been old school, yep. Like the employees from Google say this, yep. Like I say, they're right. I know what I'm saying. So how do they count, like, controversial stuff aside, but how do they count votes or money, root of all evil, in a corrupt system? How do they count everything? Population or on Earth before population. keywords, Latin, root, Romans. So like the Romans, how do they count things before all these digitized calculators? I don't know. They did it somehow simply. In the 1920s, how they do it, I don't know. In the 1930s, how they do it, I don't know. For all this digitized stuff, World War II. Well, I know World War II started in the late 30s, but where? Like the early 30s, how they do it? I guess before digitized, digitized algorithm got popular in like the 70s in people's home life. Video games, all that, 70s arcades, whatever. See, AT as I call him, Alan Turing, he created a digitized game, like it's like a chess game. I think during World War II or after, before he died. But like I said, it's not always about health or mental health. It's not always the case. I don't care about mental health, or whatever. And I don't have mental health issues, obviously. I will sue the fake and evil people that took advantage of me. Because of knowing everything's always been old school, too little, too late. That's why they took advantage of me. I get it. I get their idiotic game. So yeah, sadly, Alan Turing is still sad, even though I don't care about health. But he died from suicide. But it's not always about suicide. Even Jim Florentine was right, and I was a selfish idiot when I was younger. Didn't know eabos. Everything's always been old school. So let's say eabos for short, because it's kind of a mouthful. But eabos. Jim Florentine was right. It's not always about mental health. And so if somebody wants to fight fire this way, but I won't. I'm just doing it this way. But to make like a digitized game or simulator called the Everything Always is the eabos, or Everything's Always Been Old School video game. The eabos video game by Capcom or whoever. And they star Alan Turing. You're able to rape Hitler or all the anti-gay Nazis, selfish people, thinking they're special in a bad way, superior, in a bad way. Eugenics. So as speaking of rape, like I said, some people rape to rape abortions have female emphasis on the male. The female humans are based on males. This is my huge theory. Again, they want to be treated equally, so they get physically disciplined equally as males. Great equal treatment, of course. No, it's a bad weird. I mean, it's a good weird. Diversity, huh? Colleges letting neurodivergence and very high functioning Asperger's like me. Very high functioning autism. I don't look like I'm neurodivergent, but see, that's why. Very high functioning for you. Like the Boogeyman, 2988. He said it in March or wherever I watched it. But yeah, I was like, yeah, you never know. That's like somebody's mix. I don't know. It's just like you never know. They look white, but they're actually mixed. Like the great Charlie Wills. Yeah. So anybody can be fake raping. Yeah, it's rape, abortion. You rape a female or any human at any age, whatever. You do rape, abortion, or rape to be evil or fake, but also, you do it. You do rape to, because you want a female human so bad. It's so bad, so wrong. Speaking of which, yeah, when I was younger, before I knew Everything's Always Been Old School, I did care to get into this organization, support victims of rape, RAIMM. So emphasis on the males, females. Humans are based on males here, so any human, so nobody's special, but it's really bad. You get raped, like Terry Crews. I remember watching him on Nickelodeon, a lot of cartoons, digitized or analog, whatever. Like I don't know, it was digitized. Like Very Odd Parents, or I watch Nick at Night, George Lopez. People of color, like George Lopez. People of color, George Lopez. Any kind of minority, Asian, Harold and Kumar. I don't know. Who cares what your eye shape or pigment looks like? But it's free will for you. Nobody's special to stop good or bad free will. Good, weird, bad, weird human body. Fragile. But I used to watch everybody hates Chris. I already know. Probably people are going to make fun of him because of what happened at recent events. But yeah, he was in that show. And it was a good, weird, funny scene where he was defending his son. Whatever. I guess I could relate with him because I used to be a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer. Like, used to now. But I was a late bloomer. And I am the oldest of three. My middle bro. And my youngest sister. My younger bro got taller, got a deeper voice at an earlier age than me. You know, and I think the kid in the show, same thing. So, yeah, whatever. But he did try to impress females. He did try to impress females. Man, digitized machine locked it down. Okay, human there. Okay, human there. Yeah. So, man, there's a lot I could say. So like I say, you rape females because you want them so bad. Emphasis on the male, which is still yuck, and it's really bad. It's evil. But you really want them so bad, huh? But it's not just that. But it's also because, yeah, you're just evil and fake. Either way. Either one. And then everybody has shooting thoughts. You know. You care to have sex. Well, I don't care to have sex anymore. I don't care to impress people or any human, a female, emphasis on the male, but it's yucky though, because I used to get motivated to them. I put a picture of a female from high school, Deanna Johnson, and if you see this, whoever real humans see this, digitized, tune in to this, you know who you are. Deanna Johnson, I put a picture of her. Man, it's just yucky, man. This is what I was like. It says, younger, selfish idiot. The age of consent, yes, I was 17, 16, whatever. I was a minor, though. So I had a crush on a female, yuck. Same with females from Jack and Jill. I don't know, Brianna Sanders. There's a lot of them. Nikki Greco from high school. Gina, or you know who you are. Now it's good weird and bad weird to stare at any human, but I used to stare at whoever, Nick Charman, I don't know why, but it's not good. Luke Guns, even some females on the bus, I gave them a middle finger in like 10th grade. I guess there's a lot I could say, man. A lot of this, I probably say wherever. Digitized spotlights and digitized playlists, wherever. But don't read it all in one sitting, because it's a lot, if you're free will. Just reiterating all this, so staring, So I put a picture of Deanna Johnson on a bar while I was working out when I was a kid, younger, selfish idiot, not knowing everything's always been old school in high school. Yep. I'm not saying humans are ugly, but they're based on males, so I guess I'm kind of saying that, but not really. But we're all beautiful humans, right? And unisex names, we can make all names of humans unisex, because female humans are based on males, and gay people understand that. Yeah. So female humans are based on males. So males had long hair first, and they just females. Emphasis on the males. They just look like guys, shaved, and just with short hair or long hair. And females have the same hormones as males, so they can get hairy. They do have hairy legs. Most females shave their legs. But when it comes to facial hair, like my patchy beard genes from my fake ass mom, well. Even some females have a better beard than me, so whatever, I'll say it, they have the same hormones, except they have one extra hormone. They have the same strength as nervous system, as males. They could be as strong as males, but not as muscular or not as fast because their hips are curvier. When it comes to basketball and having the same ball and softball, they should call it baseball. So they can compete in whatever with males. Now speaking of my fake ass mom's side, now fakeness isn't always genetic, I can say. So let's see if I can find. Oh no. Damn it. Hate to show my fake ass mom, but also I don't want to bring up some vulgar stuff. Let me think. Where is it? Maybe that is it. Wait. Damn it. I'm going to show my fake ass mom. Wait, I don't know. Hold on. Oh no, I don't know what it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This was my grandfather. On my fake ass mom's side. And again, fakeness isn't always genetic. It's been 8 years already since last month. And since I didn't know, everything's always been old school, eabos. Then there's certain words again I don't say anymore. You know, before I knew everything's always been old school, I used to say words like knowledge base. My papa used to say whatever. Right? So, wish I recorded it analog though. Let's see what I can find.
First of all, a knowledge
Sorry,
base.
right.
A knowledge base is going to help you succeed.
I don't think it's, yeah, it's all the thing.
First of all, a knowledge base. A knowledge base.
Recorded
is
this
gonna
on my
help
quote
you
unquote phone
succeed. If you don't
before I
have
knew
that
everything's always been old school.
you know?
If you don't have it.
If you don't have that knowledge base, you're not going to succeed in college. It's less demanding and challenging, probably, I don't know it to be a fact, but probably is in a community college than going to a regular university.
Yeah, could have gone to prestigious school at Rutgers, or even more prestigious schools, Ivy League. Of course, community colleges aren't prestigious, but they're okay schools. Yeah, whatever. Decent. But around here somewhere, I think my grandpa, Poppy, whatever, it's on a digitized spotlight if you care to see it. Like I said, I only care that everybody knows. Everything's always been old school. I don't care if you don't want to see imitation game, social free will, right?
You gotta be aware of that.
Around here, I think Poppy says the N word. Yes, N-I-G-G-A.
You kicked out.
MLK would say. I'm sure. MLK was vulgar, I'm sure.
Have you failed?
No,
I know
you
he's,
Yeah,
controversial. You believe in controversial stuff. But, we're all here. Y'all flips out sometimes.
Nowadays it's completely different.
Just like the Boondocks. Well, that wasn't slipping out.
They have something, a lot of the, they can basically run your stuff through it.
Oh, they do that in high school, don't they?
Cartoon.
It's like a
It's
Fantasy.
some kind of
Oh, yeah, about the
computer
Avatar
system.
thing.
And not only that,
Earlier, as I was saying,
he
we
does
used to
a
watch
paper,
Avatar.
and then Tyler decides
Character,
to use it as
anime
it's a
style,
subject.
Boondocks and whatever, they're not
When they
animes
scan their
really.
papers,
Their style is
they'll
anime.
recognize it because
they're not
the way
made in
he
Japan.
wrote, Tyler would get, he
And
would
if you don't
fail.
care what
He
to
would
say,
get an F on the paper.
and my brother
What's
told
the
me about
system
anime.
called? Do you know?
If you don't
Because
care
my
what to
girlfriend
say
had
about
told me
everything's
about
always
it
been old
before
school
we
again,
started high
reiterating, then
school.
I'll dismiss you.
Mm-hmm.
Analog or
They would dig your
digitized.
butt in. Yep.
Fine, fire. I won't care for you, whatever. I just die and not know your stuff.
Kids together, let me get
My
my
friend died.
Why they
As you
trying
see
to-
there. There's a picture of his
certain quotes
digitized mural I
of
made for him there
information.
to censor digitized.
Go down in the freezer in the basement and get that ice
So
cream.
the
out.
character, cartoon character, Avatar, who's
Make sure
blind,
not-
wears green.
Close that door.
Yeah, pedos probably turned out to a bad leader because she went to unseen. She was crossing her feet barefoot. And she was a barefoot character. You know, but I didn't. I never did, of course. But I did that. I did, show pictures of her digitized. Before I knew everything's always been old school. Yeah. So even though it's fantasy, you would still get in trouble for that. Even Charlie Wilson, they tell you. You know. Pretty sure she's under the age of 17, under 17, 16, wherever you live on Earth. But, she's probably a preteen. Not developed. Sickening. Some humans are based on males, yes, that's my theory again. Huge possibility. Some females are different. Everybody's different. They all have different genes. I can't whistle for whatever reason. I guess my mouth genes, I don't know. But just can't choose where you're born in genes, huh? But, not genes like where Charlie Rose joked around with that, but the great Charlie Rose. But some females have higher voices than others, just like some males have lower voices than others. Like my voice is it's low, but it's not as low as like, I don't know, Rich Masucci, right? Skibbity bop, skibbity bop, skibbity bop, 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 nada, scat man. I remember, well, before I did everything, it's always in old school. I did stumble upon, digitize the song, Scatman, whatever, like Mike Jones or whatever, during that time. Involving the same old digitized or computerized tech algorithm based since World War II, as in digital folks say, like the Google employees from Google and whoever. But yeah, didn't know that. I was just a selfish idiot in middle school, yep, in elementary. Kids didn't know either. I didn't know. If only I knew. Too little, too late. Sorry, it's digitized phone. So anyway, sorry if that was too loud. Probably couldn't hear me. I don't know. But I was saying that something about Rich or whatever. Review Analog Tech USA Silicon Analog Silicon. Oh yeah, Scatman, whatever. Like you said, I'm gonna wrap this up. It's getting too long. You can rewind it when you have the time. Digitize stuff, archive. I said a lot, reiterating. But yeah, said a lot of this in the digitized spotlight. Digitized text too. Don't read it all in one sitting. But I'm not special. It's not free will. Nobody's special stuff, good or bad free will. Again, yeah, still reiterating. Come on. Let's wrap this up. kind of stick out the mind. But I guess I'll reiterate one last time. For those who already know about everything's always been old school, you don't have to tune into this. But for those who don't, um, you know, but you rather, I don't know, do whatever else, play Call of Duty, which is Call of Duty World War II. You're playing or using that for your entertainment. It is the same old, evolving, digital or computerized, algorithm based since World War II, as some digital folks say. Alan Turing, etc., evolved it, as employees from Google have said, whoever. A lot of real humans on Earth, mostly than fake and evil. Yeah, for those who don't know, like I said, spread the word analog, preferably. I prefer analog, tech silicon. And do something real quick on my digitized phone. Oh yeah, I did want to show you all something. Just messaging my daddy or chump, quote unquote phone. We joke around again, calling each other chumps since I was really little. But he got that from his real friend, Ray. People come and go in life, so anyway. He was trying to get in touch with him. Yes, through not analog, digitized spotlight, like I said. My daddy or chump sadly got abused. With same as my Uncle Mike, they got abused by my grandpa, paternal. Right, so that's this unconditional love. I accept who my grandpa is, but if he wasn't, I mean, sure, he's with his free will. I'm not special to stop good or bad free will again, because everything's always been old school, obviously. I don't have to be so specific, but yeah. Grandpa had free will to change for the better. Still, I don't like him, really, but he's still my grandpa, though. Just his, unconditional love, I guess. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot Melinda. I guess something happened with her. I don't know. She was mean to my grandfather, my maternal. Something like that. Marriage was bad. I mean, they didn't go to my Aunt Melinda's wedding. Something happened. But I still love my cousins, They're mixed, They're real humans. My Uncle Chuck, who's real, but we're all idiots, we're imperfect. You still didn't get what I was saying last year. It's a sad or scary or idiotic again, If you don't get what I'm saying, well, you don't care. What I have to say about everything's always been old school. Like I said, I'm not specialist on free will. Good or bad, free will, so exactly I'll dismiss y'all. Analog or whatever. Real humans did get what I said, like I said, at diners or whatever. Real friendly people got what I was saying. I remember going to diners when I was younger, quote unquote young adult. I'm still a kid, but I'm near 30 now. Rounding simple math, with Rich W, whoever, went to diners, pancakes, all that food life. So let me just show you all quick. I don't know. So if you care, like I said, I only care. You spread the word about everything's always been old school, not about don't care. I don't care if you don't have to watch Imitation Game or you don't have to or you don't have to, or you don't have to you don't have to you don't have to, excuse me, yeah, it's quote-unquote phone. So I digitized files from when I didn't know. Everything's always been old school. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Anyway, this is what I do. What I do. Everything's always been old school. I did try to show this on the previous digitized live, but it failed. I had a lot of visual glitches, digitized, but the digitized audio wasn't glitching. So if you care to watch it, it's okay to guess you want to listen to it. But it was just a train wreck, digitized. Like I said, the audio still works. Anyway, it's on Twitch, digitized archive. But yeah. So like I said, his digitized machine is still powerful. Even Alan Turing or whoever, if he was alive, he will say that it's still powerful. If you digital folks, digital folks care to be like Alan Turing, etc. But yeah, anyway, and I guess it's digitized quote unquote phone, but I'd rather call it pocket digitized machine. Analog silicon can be great quality, so like I said, yeah. All right, analog engine. This is when talked about everything's always been old school last year in DC. And again, I don't feel I'm not inferior anymore since knowing everything's always been old school. Speakers on these digitized speakers aren't great. They're defective. Oops, damn it. It's defective. But yeah, so whatever's cool, see, nobody special will stop good or bad free will, but this is cool on this quote-unquote phone, having entertainment. This is a good way and bad way. But it's the evolving same old digital or computerized tech algorithm based since World War II, as I said to this guy on C-SPAN. Like I said, you don't have to watch it because it's a controversial channel, I know. But I did this late last year. I used a digitized archive program, digitized app on the digitized machine here, Mac or whatever, to download this. You see, digitized date. Yeah. And that's all I could do is take an evil people took advantage of me again. So what else was I supposed to do? I had to fight fire, use a digitized phone, and I was in the D&D area at least, as you saw. Digitized radiation cut off a little bit there. But I was saying World War II, but it got cut off a little bit. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? It's actually idiotic or sad or scary if you don't get that. Exactly. Nobody special will stop good or bad free will. So, with my free will, I'll just ignore you or dismiss you analog and digitize. It's the same old crap. If you're idiots who say crap's a bad word, it's for free will. It's not. I'm just fed up. Frank's dead. Frank from the YMCA, I told him about this, like I told that guy here on C-SPAN. Told him about all the same. But you get a chance to see everybody knowing this. Even talking about this on here, and still nobody really do. Not everybody knows about this. Because nobody cares to spread the word. Real humans and fake and evil don't care. I know there's real humans that care, like this guy, John, I think. Not good at names, but, you know, just... Anyway, hope he's okay. Hope real humans are okay. Alright, so I was trying to show y'all I mean, in the previous digitized live, it froze for most of it. previous one after that, I mean before that one, froze sometimes, but mostly it was stable. That's why I was done with Twitch. Anyway, it's not my digitized machine. It's capable. Still, like them digital folks saying, like Alan Turing, if you were alive today, this still is capable. Right? And I knew that even before knowing. Everything's always been old school. I don't care about that stuff. But I'm just fine firefighter. No, that's not it. That's the wrong digitized date. Of course, this was late last year. But what is accurate is anything analog tech silicon can be accurate. Radiation, right? Analog radiation. Radio. Like the sun. Obviously. Wanted to be so specific, but let's see. Analog silicon can be compact, pocketable. As this. What I want to show y'all is, I don't know, I was with Oz. Here. This digitized robot is able to track you with digitized radiation. And the exact thing, D&D area. And I just want to show you Oz too. Having a good free life, I was hanging out with him. Like, so that's the wrong digitized date. This was like, late November. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say December. Actually, it was December. Early December. But, late last year. Yeah. I hope he's okay. There's another one now. Of course, Alan Turing, or whoever. This is just, like I said, evolving same old. It's the evolving door, the evolving revolution. Everything's always been old school. Everything's always been old school. eabos, simply again means like the evolving same old digital or computer tech algorithm base, digitized algorithm base since World War II. As the digital folks say, so it's evolving same old with everything in life. Sorry if I'm talking a little too fast because I want to wrap this up. I know it's dragging on a little too long. But I have a lot of real great points to say. With my free will, I'm not special. Nobody's special. Just stop. Good or bad free will. But I like to bring up great points. Many great points. It's overwhelming a little bit. I like to talk about a lot of things. Talk about a lot of real humans. It's just a lot. So overpopulated Earth, it's a bit weird. I guess with real humans, like that is. Mostly. Yeah. There's another one here. So like it's the same picture. Yeah, Alan Turing, whoever, used to wear a mask. It reminds you of the same thing. He was a scientist. He was a computer guy, World War II, one of the many computer guys. I know he wasn't the only one, he was the main one. Like Princeton, whoever says. Because Alan Turing was an immigrant, obviously. He went to Princeton. Very, very smart in math. Not like me. I can't think of math in a heartbeat. He can, he could, and so could. He played Charlie Rose or Ashley Benona. And my girlfriend, she was really great at math. She modeled. Like I said, I ought to physically discipline her for hitting me. Because she hit me first. The female. Humans are based on males. Again, that's my theory. They only be treated equally, so exactly. That's a great equality. So I would have hit her back. Because she was angry for what? I was on the quote-unquote phone. Before I knew everything, it's always been old school. I talked to a real friend. I was talking to her, and she got upset because I was talking to her, so she hit me or whatever. But she claims to not remember that. I would have hit her for that, I'm telling you. In that moment, if I knew everything's always been old school, I would have hit her. Okay. Alright. Ready to say? And then, so Alan Turing quote shared about health, what else is free will. Nobody's special without free will, like good or bad free will. Okay. So I don't care about health or mental health. I don't have mental health. I don't have mental health issues, obviously. Not always the case with mental health or XYZ. A bit weird about weird behavior. A bit weird or that weird, right? Whatever. Just anything. It's not always about mental health. Just being scared, anxiety. Because everybody gets anxiety. They're scared. It's mostly about life. And it's difficult for everybody. Everything's always been old school. What do you expect? So it's not always about mental health. Not always the case with autism, whatever. And go on and on. See, this whole COVID thing, COVID is just roids, it's just flu on roids. So it just reminds you of the same old, evolving same old algorithm-based tech, computer, digitized algorithm since World War II. Alan Turing, whoever, they evolved it. It's what we use today, like on your quote-unquote phones, with all this entertainment, which doesn't make sense. It's quote-unquote video photography. Why? I get video chat, but like this. But why do you need entertainment for? Because it's a phone. It's only meant for communication. But I'd rather call it a pocket digitized machine. And again, analog silicon could be great quality. It's digitized silicon. Whatever, like I said, it all can be pocketable. But, so it's a good way and bad way. It's like, evolving. It can be a good way or bad way. It's the same old. Man. Damn. Man. And if you're an idiot that says damn's a bad word, like I say, that's your free will. Damn's not a bad word. But you're idiots. Whatever you think's vulgar, when it's not vulgar, But nobody's special is not free will, Obviously, I'm a real human. I'm simple and real and smart. And I'm not fake and evil. I'm real family friendly. So whoever's watching this, I've still got barely any views, and I'll check on my quote-unquote phone right now. Maybe Uncle Mike or whoever's watching this. I don't know. A lot of the real humans. If y'all not, like I said, as soon as I check and report, like I said, I'll reiterate. If y'all don't care what I have to say, I'll just dismiss you. Analog or digitized, fighting firefighter. It's sad, scary, and idiotic that people don't get what I'm saying, or they don't care since last year. About everything's always been old school, they don't care. Even real humans don't care. Fake and evil humans care, don't care. Excuse me. They don't care. They don't get me. Real humans don't get me. It's just frustrating. It angers me. I'm not too angry. Nothing wrong with getting angry. But nobody's special to stop good or bad free will. Being angry is not a bad thing. Too angry, too hungry, is bad. Speaking of free life, home life. So I'll dismiss y'all, whether it's analog or digitized, if you don't care what I have to say about everything's always been old school, since I was saying last year, I will dismiss y'all. I don't care for your whatever. I won't care to read your whatever. I won't read your whatever. I'll ignore you. I won't read your whatever, whether it's analog or digitized. I won't see your whatever, whether it's analog or digitized. So let's see. That's the case. Until then, I don't care what you have to say. Or you'll never see. When everybody knows everything's always been old school and a quote-unquote afterlife story. Like Frank from the YMCA, who died late last year. Frank Belton, Frank Stable. I just die not knowing or whatever. I guess before everything's always been old school, I guess it's in our subconscious. But I used to get angry at the world. I was a selfish idiot, but I got angry at the world. Like, why is all this happening? What do you expect? If I talk to my younger self, smack myself. There's nobody special. I thought I was special to stop good or bad free will. I thought digitized stuff is end all be all. So until then, like I said, I'll just dismiss y'all. Just sitting there alone. I guess this works out. I guess I'm the only person that really cares to talk about this. Just dismiss y'all again. No problem. According to the digitized robot, again, it says I have barely any views. Digitized robot from World War II. If you're an idiot that says damn's a bad word, you're just an idiot. Hey, I'm not special. It's Exactly, nobody special is not really that free will. So, I will dismiss y'all and I'll be digitized. You're scared, pathetic, and sad. You're an idiot. You don't get me. Including real humans, obviously. Yeah. I'm talking to you looking at this digitized camera. You don't care what I have to say? Huh? Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't care what I have to say, huh? You little humans out there? You don't care what I have to say, right? That's what I thought. You're faking evil, of course. I know there's real humans out there that care what I have to say. Man, y'all get smacked. You're faking evil, you don't care what I have to say, you know? You're just evil. Oh, I smack you, man. Like free ones, idiot, gay ass. Trying to swear, not trying to get too angry, man. But, man, I feel like I want to throw whatever now. Oh, I freaking smack you all asses right now. You're faking evil. I'm tired of this crap. And you're an idiot that says crap's a bad word. You're this idiot, I'll smack you too. Like Ken Brown or whoever, Elliot Payne. I'm sure Frank from the YMCA will freaking smack you. You're alive. Even Alan Turner will smack you. Whoever. Etc. Etc. Again. Just one pathetic freaking view. Give you the same crap. If you're an idiot that says crap's bad words, I'm telling you I'm gonna smack you. By analog views, and with just one view, which is why I prefer analog, but if it's just that one view, it's poor. Because, you know, you're an idiot, you say piss is a bad word. Yeah. It's been going on for freaking 6 months. 6 months! And I've had, what? Nothing. Basically nothing. Talk about everything's always been old school. It's the same crap. Same old all you idiots. Even if you're real humans, you're freaking idiots. But you know, I used to be like y'all. Like I said, I thought I was special. Thought it was all about me, even if you're a real human. Well, I didn't know everything's always been old school. I get it. Like I said, I'll dismiss y'all. I thought it was all about me. I thought I could stop good or bad free will. But nobody's special. It's too little, too late. Even if I talk about this when I was 7 years old, I probably still go through again the same stuff. Nobody will get me about this. Everything's always old school. Even if I was neurotypical talking about this, people still have a difficult time. It's just idiotic, scary, and sad. You don't get everything's always been old school. Maybe it's time. I'm just done. You know, for a couple months after I started fighting fire whenever last year. But throughout 2022, I started talking about everything's always old school, right? Really, it was late 21 or whatever, 2021, but it was Maryville, right? Like I said, Maryville School. But late last year, I started fighting fire really, or towards the end of last year, around there. And until February this year, you know, I just stopped fighting fire, really. Even analog in real life, you know, analog silicon, not digitized silicon. So I started coming back, fighting fire in May, and it's still the same old crap. I'm gonna smack you, you say crap's a bad word. Okay? I'm not the strongest guy, I'm not mean, I'm not tough in a mean way. course, I'm real human, real family friendly, and I'm simple and smart doing that, right? I will smack you. Right? Like, it's the same old thing. Like the evolving same old computer or digitized tech algorithm based since World War II. So it's the same old evolving door. We have a revolution, right? Reminds you of whatever. So it's the same old thing. Even fighting firefighter in May this year, people still didn't care. Still the same old. Idiots. Real humans and fake evil. Real human idiots. Even like, I don't know, Lenny Bernard. I don't know, Tony, if you're watching this, he's probably still into Leonard yet, right? Still the same old. Like you say you're evolving door, what are you doing the same? I'm not gonna swear. I swear. You know, trying to be real family friendly. Sometimes it slips out, you know. It's okay. It's not really scarring for minors. Like, if you see private parts, yeah, it's scarring. See a female, emphasis on the male, with like, it's not scarring. They're female. Humans are based on males. It's my theory, man. Huge theory. I just have, basically the tips are just the male X modified. They're just males modified. Just simply. It's really simple. Like everything's always from old school. Simple life, fact, philosophy. So, you know, Tony's probably still untold him. Sorry. Like I said, I haven't talked to Ashley Bernard in like several months. I just wanted to talk to her family because again, nobody special. I haven't messaged her, digitized or analog. I haven't talked to her. I haven't wanted to. I don't want to talk to her because it's nobody special. Female humans are based off males. I'm still a virgin. No sodomy stuff. No born again stuff. So I haven't talked to her in months. But I've talked to just her dad. Not really her mom. And of course not Larry. Yeah, so he has the freaking bad weird disorder thing. So of course Tony's gonna keep waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Like he has free will. You're not specialists got free will to get around to things, right? Nobody is. He's gonna get around to it when it's too late, when he's sick again. Whether he has a bad weird disorder. I don't know what it's called. I don't think it's even English. Yeah, really long name. Fancy. Something to his immune system. So it comes and goes. Still haven't told him, right? Yeah. You still haven't told him what I told him. But I've been telling you about everything so it's middle school, right? Since I was saying this last year. And then he's still in getting his phone number, quote unquote phone, so I can call him with my analog stuff. I try to give him notes simply. When I saw Ashley in person, and I had Ashley Halloween last year. I tried to give notes to her, still wouldn't call me. Got these analog phones from this flea market. What appears analog, you know, pretty sure they are. What I do simply is check digitized manuals, or prefer analog manuals to see if there's any keywords. Of course, analog crypto hack isn't as easy to find. To hack the Nazi code, like I said. You know, idiots, like, I'm calling out idiots, calling them out, exposing them. You're fake evil, you know. There's a lot of idiots I dealt with before and after knowing everything's always been old school. There's mostly real humans on Earth, but still, there's a lot of real humans that just don't care. Don't get what I'm saying. No, everything's always been old school, which is sad. Scary, idiotic. And there's just a lot of this. Like, before and then everything's always been old school, I could have died. in a car crash because of my fake ass mom. She fainted, you know. Maybe I could have died choking on whatever, you know. Yeah, I had I was 24. I thought I choked on something. This is what I can say. I think it's time to call it, right? So, I guess this is just how it's going to be. Same old, same old. Just most of the human population is just not going to know everything's always middle school. And I thought simply finding firefight and doing smart and drill and simple thing, yet I'm still human. I thought finding firefight would work, but it's not still not working. Try going to the DMV area, try going to New York to spread this message about everything's always with old school and analog, real life. Still didn't work. So I'm done. Still got one view. You will keep me this still won't. I bet I only still have barely any views digitized. Again, I prefer analog views, analog, silicon views, right? Enough to spread everything's always middle school. Yeah, just got one. Barely anything. I used to say I'll die like Frank and YMCA, not care to know anything from you. Whether it's analog or digital. So, you know. And you know, I know it's summer vacation or whatever, right? Summer reading, whatever you're doing, summer reading. I remember those days when I didn't know everything. So I was in old school. So I know real humans have a life in a corrupt system, they work, whatever. But I know a lot of you have summer vacation. So you have all the time in your hands. But you'd rather do whatever else, right? Besides, you know, this is something really important. Can't top it. Everything's always been old school, right? You'd rather do whatever, right? Else with your time. I don't know the greatest time management. I'm sure Alan Turing didn't, etc. He was very smart, but it wasn't simple enough to know everything's always been old school, I'm sure. Doing a great organization. Home mindfully. So wherever you are in your home life, you don't care what to say, like I said. If it's good morning or good night, wherever you are. Like I said, I'll just dismiss you. I don't care. Whether it's analog or digital. I'm done. Come on. Oh. Fire on this thing. See the girl and everything. Well, this is it. Continuing me just dismissing y'all. Same old, not hearing me out.